Hi, everyone, and welcome to your monthly fairy energy reading. We are going to be talking about, do you believe in fairy magic? Okay, so these piles are what magic are the fairies bringing to you this month. So choose by intuition, pile 1, 2, or 3. You can also choose by the different cards or the different heart crystals. This is lemon jade, this is lepidolite, and this is green aventurine. So whatever pile number, whatever card, or whatever crystal calls to you is the one that you're meant to view. I will see you at your pile. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1, this card or this lemon jade heart crystal. This is going to be your monthly fairy energy reading. We're talking about what magic are the fairies bringing to you. So let's see, what do they have for you this month? We're going to do an overall energy, oracle cards, and then live tarot with more oracle at the end. So overall energy is this card, life experience. It says, there are multiple things on this card. So let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Okay, so, and what I want to say here with life experience is, whatever you have been doing up until this point is actually preparing you for this moment. So let's see what else we have for overall energy. Choice. You're in control of the choices set before you. Okay. So I like that because, or maybe I'll put it down here below. Yeah, you have whatever it is. It's going to be one of those 3 things. It's you, them helping you let go of something that no longer works for you. But I want to see what the rest of the cards are going to say. Or it's going to be an important life-changing event or a situation that leads to significant opportunities. But regardless of what it is, you are making a choice. I like that. So you're in control. That's the important thing here. What else do we have? Amplify your positive emotions. My little rosebud, do not allow other people's thinking to influence your own decisions. Oh, I love that, going with the choice card. Realize that you have the power to do many things. Okay, so this kind of feels like it could be falling into a situation that leads to significant opportunity. Magical blessings. Okay, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So maybe is this for some of you going to be involving other people? A life-changing event. A situation that leads to significant opportunities. And the moon dragon. Fairy. Okay. What I want to say right now, the minute I looked at this card and I went, I looked right there and saw emotions. The moon is your emotional security. All of the things that help aid you in feeling emotionally secure, okay? I want to say it's emotional balance. It's finding emotional balance. And here we have amplify your positive emotions. I just feel with these 2 cards like a seesaw for whatever reason, and that it needs to be emotionally balanced, whatever this choice is that you need to make. But I do feel it does have something to do with other people as well. And that all of this is in your control. Because like I said at the very beginning, whatever it is that you've been doing up until this point in your life has led you to be prepared for this particular time. And they're bringing magical blessings in. Well, that's what we're saying. Do you believe in fairy magic, right? So something is going to be coming up for you, pile 1, in the next little while, that it's going to be an opportunity that may even feel too good to be true when it comes in. And I want to see, because as I was saying that, I looked over and I saw let go of belief systems. It may even be an opportunity coming in where you're like, no, that really doesn't align with my belief systems, right? And upon further, I'm going to say maybe you have to hermit a little bit, or you have to hangman a little bit, right? Where you're going to maybe have to look at the situation or that opportunity through a different lens or from a different perspective. And when you do that, you're going to realize this is actually a blessing in disguise. Normally, this would have passed me by, but because I'm aware of it right now, this is actually a blessing in disguise. So there's the message. They want you to know that whatever this opportunity coming in, they want you to look at it, to take a moment and look at it from a positive standpoint, whereas you before might have just turned away because you felt it didn't align with your belief systems. But actually it does. And there may be people coming in with this card here, right? People coming in saying, you know, oh, that's not you. That's definitely not you. That wouldn't work out. But realize it's your choice. You are in control. Okay, these are just short and sweet messages. I'm going to go straight to the tarot, but I also want to say with this reminds me of the Three of Cups. If you take the chance on this opportunity, it's going to work out. There's going to be celebration around it. You just need to keep your emotions in balance when making the decision and hearing input from other people. Okay, let's get some tarot to see what else. If it confirms, clarifies what's on the table here, or if it gives us further guidance. So I think we want, okay, well, there's one. Seven of Pentacles. I told you there will be celebration. You are planting the seeds. You're going to nurture them and watch them grow. Think of it, I just looked here like my little rosebud, right? They're going to be the little rosebuds before they bloom. And you're going to take care of them very meticulously. Okay, let's get one more. Or sorry, we need two more. Five of Pentacles. Okay, I'm gonna address that in one moment. And the Four of Cups. Okay, you guys, these cards tie in perfectly. Actually, I want to go straight here to the middle because you notice it's the same fairy. And here she only has 5 pentacles and she's not sure what to do. And I feel like that when the opportunity is being presented, you're going to be like, well, you know, I don't know, that doesn't really seem like me, or it doesn't align with my beliefs, or whatever it is. And you've got 5 pentacles, and then you take a little bit of time and realize, I get to choose how this opportunity is going to benefit me. I'm going to go on the positive side here. I'm going to get everything balanced. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take the chance. And you move on here to the 7 of Pentacles. And that's where you're planting them. And look at how she goes from looking like, what, you know, there's not much hope in this situation to there's all kinds of hope in this situation. There's so much abundance, even the little rats are coming out because there's so much extra to give, okay? And then with the 4 of Cups, remember I said this opportunity is coming to you, and I'm going to repeat it again, and it may feel like this isn't me. Or you may even have other people telling you, you know what? This isn't you. Don't do that. And you're kind of sitting, right? Like being kind of almost stubborn about it. See how the two of them are sitting there back to back? It looks like they've had a little disagreement or something, right? And they don't want to take what the other one is giving. This is a message. Take what's being offered. But with, you know, clear thinking, balanced emotion, think through it before moving forward. Okay, let's get a couple of more oracle, and then we're going to wrap this up, pile one. This is, I wish I knew. It's always, you know, you do these messages, but you never know the final outcome of what's happening. And this could, oh, there we go, medicine. Veggies and fruit from yellow to blue, like medicine, they're good for you. I love sometimes these messages are just so off the wall. So maybe for some of you, you need to be eating more veggies, all right? Maybe for some of you, the message behind the message here is whatever this new opportunity is that's coming in is actually going to be medicine for you. It's going to benefit you, okay? Greatly. So there's the fairy magic for you, pile one. Let's get one more oracle before I go here. But yeah, it's always disappointing when you don't, for me, when I don't know, like, how is this showing up in people's lives, right? Like, you know, I'm always curious. So feel free to share if you want to. For some of you, maybe it's already happened or is in the midst of happening. For others, it's going to be happening soon. Owl song. Whisper secrets to the moonlight. Find strength and stillness. I'm going to put it down here. Remember, I said you may have to kind of, this opportunity is going to come in. It's going to feel too good to be true, or, you know, like it doesn't align with you. And I said you're going to have to take a little bit of time, like a hermit or the hangman. I think for you, it's just taking that time out. It's when you kind of spend that time thinking about your dreams or what, you know, what it is that you want to happen in your life. You know, maybe you're taking a chance on something. I don't know. That's just what's coming in. You need that moment. You need that time in order to help you make this decision. But remember, you're in control of your choices, not anyone else. So pile one, that is your message. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in further energy readings. And thank you very much for being here and supporting my channel. Hi to everyone who chose pile two, this card or this Lepidolite heart crystal. This is going to be your fairy energy reading for this month. We're going to have overall energy as well as live tarot at the end. So let's get started and see what, I guess we were going to talk about, do you believe in fairy magic? So what magic do they have for you this month? Overall energy, the lovers. Well, I like that. It says true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So it could be either one of those things. We actually are showing a wedding on here, so it really could be for those of you who are in a relationship, maybe that proposal's coming. For those of you who are single, maybe the love of your life, the love that is long lasting, is coming in. For some of you, maybe it's just going to be a really strong bond in friendship or companionship. It will be different for everyone. For others, it could even be a return to health, okay? Kind of getting balanced with yourself, finding yourself. Sometimes the lover speaks to the relationship that you do have with yourself and divine, right? So it could be any of those things. It will be different for each one of you, how it resonates, but that's overall energy along with wisdom. Your divine inner wisdom is always available to you. So I want to say, the first thing that popped into my mind was you may need to kiss a few frogs before you find that long-lasting partnership, okay, or love. But do not be afraid to talk to your fairies, to God, source, universe, whomever it is that you go to for guidance, and ask them to bring this person to you. You're going to manifest it. Ask them to help you recognize that person when they come, to maybe just give you a little tweak, a little shot of wisdom to be able to realize, oh, this is the person. I feel like you're going to know, but let's just continue on and see what other cards are in here to go along with this. We have Seek Beauty. Okay. We have Fairy Godmother. Get out of your shell and allow yourself to sing out loud with the music of the day. Oh, I love this message so far. New beginnings. Oh, wow. Okay, the Fairy Godmother. Okay, again, we have Fairy Godmother here, you guys. Maybe you need to call on your Fairy Godmother. The Fairy Godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your idea as you would a baby. So again, let's just look at the picture on the card. It could be, yes, you're going to find the love. Yes, you're going to get married. You are going to have the family that you've always dreamt of or that you've always wanted, okay? So that could be a message for some of you, but it also could be a new idea. So maybe this partnership coming in is someone that you're going to be working with or someone that you're going to collaborate with in some way. Okay, and last card, we have pedestal. All right. Let's just look here overall. I've kind of been talking as I've been going through the cards. So with Seek Beauty, what I want to say is it's the inner beauty. I know it's cliche, but it really is the inner beauty that you're seeking, right? You want that person to reflect on the outside what they are on the inside, and vice versa. You want just a good, wholesome, caring, nurturing, loving partner. Whether it turns into, like I said, friendship, companionship, or marriage, however this is going to go for you. That's what you're looking for. But what I want to say here with the pedestal, I almost want to take this as kind of a heads up card where you don't take that person and put them up onto a pedestal where you, so much so that you don't maybe see the shadow sides or the warning signs that, remember I said you may have to kiss a lot of frogs. So in other words, know that they're going to help bring this to you. You get on board, talk to them about it, and, you know, hey, make a list of what it is you're looking for, but be reasonable, people. That's what I always say. You know, sometimes you see the list and it's a little ridiculous. So you do have to be somewhat reasonable about what it is that you want. But the first person I feel that someone needs to hear this because they're saying this to me. The first person that comes along may not necessarily be the person. This is where you're going to ask for wisdom, okay? And even when you do, another kind of heads up about this is don't lose yourself in the relationship. In other words, don't put that person on such a pedestal that all of a sudden your life becomes about that person or revolves around that person. You are still you. You are still the other half, the other important part of the relationship. It's not one-sided. That's an important message for someone as well. But this is the main message. These are short and sweet. What magic are they bringing to you? It's love and beauty in some way, okay? Or like I said, it could even be good health. That could just be an individual message for someone. It could be good emotional, physical, right? Mental, whatever it may be for you. But let's get some tarot here and see what the tarot has to say. Is it going to confirm, clarify, or give us additional? Queen of Cups. Love it. Okay, I'm going to kind of read them all once I get them all out. King of Pentacles. Wow, you guys, what a beautiful couple that is. And I'll tell you why. And the Tower. Okay, don't be alarmed. Be like, what? The Tower? It's all going to fall apart? No. I'm going to address it first. I like that the Tower has come here with the pedestal because I feel this is just further. They want to, I feel like, drive this point home when stuff like this happens. If you put your all into this one person and revolve around them and forget yourself or your family or everyone else, there will be a Tower moment. It will burn to the ground because it's not a relationship having equal balance and fairness in it. It's going to be one-sided. So again, a few people really need to hear that message, that if you put that person up on the pedestal, things will not work out well, okay? But let's get past that, because you're not going to do that, right? Pile 2. You're going to go straight to this Queen of Cups energy. Remember I said you want someone who is caring and nurturing and loving and nice and wholesome. Well, the Queen of Cups, she is in flow with everything, right? She is nurturing and caring and kind and compassionate. She loves herself and she cares for herself. And this is where I'm saying you can't put it all on that other person. You still have to care for yourself and love yourself. And then we have here also, I think they're the perfect pair because he's the King of Pentacles. He's hardworking. He's, well, we can say rich or prosperous in some way. He's sure of himself. He is disciplined and he is grounded. So he's balanced, I feel, in his emotions and knows where he stands. And so is she. And I think together they just make, like earth and water are a perfect harmonious blend. All right. Like they, how can I say it? They're like, oh, like in astrology, they're like a sextile. They are comfortable together and they are harmonious together. They're comfortable elements, right? Water and earth. So I love this message for you. I really look forward. I was saying in pile 1, I always wish I could, I always wish that I would know what the outcome of these readings are. Sometimes it's, you know, you do these beautiful readings and then you wonder how's it, you know, how is this manifesting or working out for people, right? But keep your wisdom and your wits about you too. I want to say that. And just balanced, right? Okay. Lead the way. Take the reins today. Others will follow if you lead the way. I like that, and that could be a message for someone that's going to resonate in some way. In terms of this reading, I want to say maybe don't wait for them to make the first move. For some of you, you might need to step up and step out and take the lead on it. That's for someone, or, you know, a few of you out there, okay? To not be shy to do that if you need to. And seed spells, create your story. It is the most potent form of magic. So we said, do you believe in fairy magic? What are they bringing for magic for you this month, right? Well, they're saying, create your own story. How do you want this true love that is long lasting? How do you want this to play out in your life? What choices are you going to make to write your story? If it's a return to good health, how are you writing that story? Okay? Because when you are seeking beauty, creating positivity here, and you are working with that energy, you will manifest it. So this is planting the seeds of manifestation for your story. Pile 2, that is your message. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3, this card, or this green aventurine heart crystal. This is going to be your monthly fairy energy reading. We're asking do you believe in fairy magic? Okay, what magic are the fairies going to bring to you this month? So let's get started. We have overall energy and we have live tarot and oracle at the end. So unity. Now it could be any one of these things, okay? Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approach. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. And I almost, if you look at this card, right, it reminds me of the, I'm having a total mind blank here. The Hierophant is what I want to say. I was like, the Hermit? No, not the Hermit, the Hierophant, where, you know, it's like you are going maybe to a group. You may listen to lectures, or you're going somewhere to learn something, but it's going to be with a group. I feel very much like when it said community, that it's going in that direction, but it will be different for each one of you. It's a 5. I want to say it's change, okay? And 5s also represent spirituality, so I think that's interesting. Let's look at the other overall energy card, simplicity. Simplify your life. Simplifying your life will bring you a sense of clarity and renewal. So, overall, what I want to say is doing the right things for the right reason, comparing traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. So maybe they're going to bring you new friendships, new companionships. I don't feel that this is a romance. If you're looking for romance, I'm going to just tell you maybe check out pile 2, okay? But I almost feel like it's almost like you want to just simplify your life. I don't know, maybe you feel too busy, pile 3, and you're like, you know what, I just need to pare this down a little bit. I just need just a few things. I do need to be out, to be active. You know, I feel that they're going to lead you to this in some way. So rather maybe than doing a 5, say, just for example, different things, maybe it's just going to be 1 or 2. But whatever it is, this is going to be really, really good for you. You're going to feel renewed. You're going to feel that this is a clear, wise decision in some way. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. Gratitude and appreciation. Oh, what a sweet card. Little baby girl fairy and her unicorn. Then we have fairy voyage. As a child of power, you can bring joy and purpose to the world. See? So maybe it's through this group. It will be different for each one of you, right? Is it a group of volunteer? Is it a group, you know, sports, just maybe fun, entertainment, games? I don't know. Then we have come together. And look at all the people here. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. And always. Again, like I said, I don't feel this is in a romantic sense. I think this is just showing unity, like, you know, always, as in finding my forever love, my always love. It could be with what it is that you're doing, or the group of people that you're doing it with. That's how I want to say that. So somehow, pile 3, there's something that they're going to bring to your attention. And I feel it doesn't need to be spiritually, quote unquote, minded community. I think it's just going to be, it could be for some of you, and for others, it's just going to be a community, a group of people that you are going to have fun with, that you're going to come together with, and it's going to bring out that childlike wonder in you. That's what I feel these 2 cards here are representing, right? It's just going to feel right. You're going to love it. It's something that you can see yourself doing to end of days, so to speak. Okay, that's the magic that they're going to be bringing to you. Like I said, it will be different for each one of you, but you're going to know it. And as I always say, feel free to reach out to the fairy energy. They're just like your spirit. They're a spirit guide, right? They're no different than angels or mermaids, dragons, God, source, universe, whoever it is that you go to, that you call upon. You know what? Their energy is different yet the same, because they're there to support and to help bring magic and joy and love and peace into your life. Look, they work with the unicorns, right? They work with the other elementals as well. So my point is, call on them to help to help you find this group. They're going to bring it to you, but you also want to be aware. So maybe ask them to give you signs when it's happening so that you don't, so that you don't miss the opportunity, right? Don't worry, it will come around again. You never miss what's meant for you, or you may miss it, but it'll always come back because it's meant for you, right? So, I wanted 3 cards, and how many did we get? 3. Okay, we have 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and Justice. With the 9 of Pentacles, I just want to say, I feel that when this happens for you, that you are just going to feel very fulfilled. I also feel that somehow, this is kind of a weird one, because I don't feel that this really has anything to do for work. Maybe for some of you it does, and that's why the Pentacles are here. But what I want to say, what's popping in, is that this is going to just feel very fulfilling. You're going to feel like you're standing in your power somehow within this group. You're going to feel like, I'm all that, but in a good way. Like, look at me go. This is really wonderful. I'm so independent and able to do this on my own. Because maybe for some of you, maybe your spouse, your significant other isn't interested in this social type thing that it is that you're going to be doing, and you go out and do it on your own, and you're like, see, I can do this on my own. I didn't need a partner or the support of someone else to get out and do this. I'm able to do it on my own. That's a message for some people. Also, I feel that maybe the group of people that you have been in the past has really not been good for you, or again, you were doing too much, which was not good for you, okay? And then here with Justice, I just feel like it's finally balancing out. Because we were talking, right? It's the scales of justice. And I said, maybe you were doing too much and you need to pare it down. And I think they're just confirming that, yeah. When you step out and do this new thing and leave behind maybe the pain, the hurt, but I just feel like it was too much. I feel like this is anguish almost, right? Like, something needs to change, something needs to happen. I believe this is the change that needs to happen for you to bring the balance back into your life. That is the message, pile 3. Let's get the last 2 oracles and then we will move on. What a beautiful message. I love this. I was saying in the other piles as well that I feel like I need to say it to all of you, or else I feel like someone's being left out, right? I always am curious to know how this resonates in people's lives when these beautiful messages come out. Travel. Well, isn't that funny? Because I looked straight to Voyage, right? Of all the things you can do, travel is in the cards for you. And this was Fairy Voyage. So for maybe some of you, there is travel coming up for you. Or within this group. Okay, this is interesting. Within this group, you will be traveling. Like, I know I've had some girlfriends that have gone in different groups, or maybe, like I said, you have a spouse or a significant other or you're single, and you therefore are going to be traveling by yourself. You may join a travel group for singles or retirees or widowers, or a sporty group of people that like to travel, right? It could have something to do with that. Oh, amazing. And I know she enjoyed it. She went with a group of, I think she knew one other person and the rest were strangers. Even my parents at one time did that. They went on England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, maybe like a bus tour thing. And they met people that they're still in contact with. And that is almost 20 years ago. So you just never know the group of people that you're going to go into. What an interesting message this is turning into, pile 3. The honey mother. Sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest of forms. Think of a little bee, right? But again, you think, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go out and maybe it's It's a crochet group. It's a knitting group. It's a, you know, a ceramics group, or a, I have no idea, or it could be, you know, any type of hobby that you might have. There's the word I'm looking for, rather than trying to list them off, a hobby. So you may join a group where you go, maybe you like to paint, whatever it is, and you think, oh, well, you know what, I already do it. It comes in the smallest forms, okay? So never dismiss going out and joining that group because you feel like, but I already do it. So you know what? You're going for the fun. You're going for the support. You're going to be with like-minded people. You're going to learn and grow. That is your message, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you in your next reading, and thank you for your support.